Sorry, part two. My principal actually walked in on me on this video. But I was in the middle of talking about formative assessments. A couple things I use: exit tickets. I love Think, Pair, Share, giving kids a chance to engage in conversation within their groups with their peers. That's always fun to walk around and listen to really hear them be deep inside of the conversation. Interactive tools like Nearpod, Quizzes, Newsela, all types of different resources in the apps. iExcels, I love to use. Performance Matters is definitely one of the key data that I enjoy using. I like Performance Matters because it literally breaks it down by data and subgroup. I identified that students were underperforming on source-based questions requiring contextualizations and cooperation. So looking over that data and then comparing each benchmark, I started to keep going on exactly what I need to do, what I need to touch on. Beginning of the year was really tough. According to the data, it's probably only maybe 15, 16 students at reaching partially proficient or proficient. So I focus on those standards with my plugins, using iExcel, Quizzes, doing my own lessons, using lessons that I've used from previous years, incorporating it within the curriculum. As we continued on with our benchmark in January, when they tested again, I started to see the growth. And this made me a little nervous because I did not start until after BOY was complete. So I knew I had to come in and literally jump right into it to start getting these scores up. So by MOY, we definitely made some growth. We made, if I'm not mistaken, about a 6 to 7% growth within our student data. So then again, I go back over the standards, I go back over the subgroups to look exactly, okay, we got this now. I need to clearly go back over this. Okay, I need to refresh their memory from this. This is a sixth grade standard. So I started incorporating it and making them take notes on it because I touched on it, but it was not quite clicking. So let me throw it in there again in between, still teaching eighth grade standards. So I am proud to say by EOY, our significant growth was amazing. We actually surpassed the district growth by 2%. Students excelled. They are so much more confident within social studies than when they first came. I love their energy when it comes to note taking. My students know how to write thesis. I have started both my 7th and 8th graders on being able to identify primary and secondary sources and utilizing it within their thesis. I have started teaching them how to cite their references within their writings, to letting them know how important it is to give credit to the person that they got their information from, making sure that their sources are peer reviewed and accurate sources before just putting it within their paper. So my 7th and 8th graders can literally write you out a thesis and feel confident doing it, which I love. Strengthening collaboration with colleagues is very important for me. I try to meet with the teachers as much as I can to see what's going on within their classrooms. I definitely helped out with 5th grade a ton, especially in between the teachers. I made sure that the students still had some type of work in between trying to find them a social studies teacher. I also assigned them lessons on iExcel, getting the students enrolled under me so that I can assign them iExcels in between what I was already doing over here in the middle school. I collaborate daily with the 7th grade teacher, Mr. Rush, coordinating with him what I'm teaching my 7th graders, kind of how to approach his instruction, touching base with him as far as my exams, my exit tickets, etc. Just making sure that we are both staying the course, being that we're both teaching 7th grade, that we stay on standard and that we stay at the same pace. So I work with him literally daily with making sure our students are excelling and preparing for 8th grade. So in conclusion, my teaching continues to evolve based on the intersection of research-based practice, collaborative reflection, and real-time student data. As a social studies educator, I am committed to ensuring that students see themselves in the curriculum, feel empowered to question the world around them, and are equipped with the skills to shape it for the better. I want my students to leave this classroom and go home and say, hey, did you know, or did you find out, did you see? I love when parents tell me that their kid is coming back teaching them about the world. That tells me that I'm doing something right and that I should go even further. So by aligning my instructional strategies with data and student voice, I strive to create a classroom that is inclusive, rigorous, and deeply relevant. My goal for each and every child is to walk out of here saying you learned something, you enjoyed something, and that's whether it was in a classroom or something we did outside the classroom. I came to Gompers wanting to show my students that social studies can be fun. I incorporated field trips to match our standards, just so they can hear another voice from other instructors and really dive deep inside that inquiry to really get them asking questions. So I want to incorporate that daily, and I want to only get better as a social studies teacher, and soon someone within leadership. Thank you.